Good morning, students. We are on chapter number 6 of Account Part 2, Conventions, Assumptions, Concept and Principles of Accounting. Today, in this lecture, we are going to talk about money measurement concept. So, topic for today is money measurement concept. Friends, money measurement concept says the transactions which can be measured in terms of money will be recorded in monetary terms in accounting, and the transactions which cannot be measured in terms of money will not be recorded in the books of account. This is the basic suggestion of this concept, that transactions which can be recorded in terms of money will be recorded, and the transaction which cannot be measured in terms of money will not be recorded in the books of account. In business, all transactions are represented in monetary unit. For accounting, money is accepted as common measurement unit. Economic worth of assets and liability, also revenue and expenses, are stated in monetary terms for the purpose of accounting. Money measurement concept has two implications. The transactions which can be measured in terms of money will be recorded in monetary terms in accounting, and the transaction which cannot be measured in terms of money will not be recorded in the books of accounts. Though physical units are involved in many financial transactions, accounting thereof is made in terms of common measurement unit of money only, based on money measurement concept. Let us take an example. For an example, if we purchase 5 chairs and 10 tables, and the total amount paid for the or payable for these furniture items will be debited to furniture account, though the quantity of chairs and tables may be recorded in narration of the transaction. In accounting, and entry will be based on monetary value of such items purchased. Similarly, when wages are paid based on number of hours or days worked to the different workers, the transaction will be recorded in the books of account based on monetary amount involved. Thus, for any revenue, expense, or revenue, income, or assets or liability, money is the only measurement unit, and hence for accounting the concept of money measurement is well accepted. Friends, this concept has some limitations also. It has two more important limitations. The first limitation, the transactions and events affecting business, though important, are not recorded in the books of account of business if they cannot be measured in terms of money. Second, the money value changes from time to time, but transactions are recorded in the books of account at their monetary value on the date of transaction, and hence the effect of change in value of money is totally ignored. So these are two limitations. Some information which is important but cannot be recorded, as they cannot be measured in terms of money. Say for example, that there's a strike, and in the unit, strike by the workers. Now, because of strike of workers, there will be a delay in production, there will be obstacle in production, and there will be a loss. But this is not recorded in the books of account, as it cannot be measured in terms of money. Same way, suppose an efficient worker or manager or sales manager resigns, that may affect our production or our sales, but this is also not recorded in the books of account, as it cannot be measured in terms of money. And the second limitation was the money value, the changes in the value of money is completely ignored. For example, is given here. is good one. The land purchase in the year 2005 is recorded at its historical cost of say rupees 2 crores, even if the value of such land is 50 crores in the year 2016. As the accounts are prepared on the basis of historical cost, the cost at the time when the transaction has taken place. Historical cost means the cost at the time when transaction has taken place, and thereby the effect of changes in the value of money is ignored. Despite these limitations, money measurement concept is generally accepted accounting principle as not following this concept may result into more grave issues or problems than these limitations. Okay, let us take some example. The following are some of the practices or illustrations that can help understanding this concept better. No accounting entry is recorded for strike by factory workers even if it is an important event affecting business. As this event cannot be measured in terms of money, no accounting entity is made according to the money measurement concept. Second, no accounting entry is recorded in the books of account for resignation of a competent and efficient production manager that may adversely affect the production, as this event cannot be measured in terms of money. No accounting entry is made according to money measurement concept. Third, instead of recording physical quantity of goods sold, the sales will be recorded at monetary value of such goods. This is based on money measurement concept, as for the purpose of accounting, money is accepted as common measurement unit. So friends, this was about money measurement concept, where only two things we have to keep in mind: that transaction which can be measured in terms of money can be recorded, and the transaction which cannot be measured in terms of money will not be recorded in the books of account. Okay, so this was money measurement concept. Next lecture we will be doing periodicity concept. Thank you.